If Tony doesn't pit this time, they show him another flag. It is a black flag with a white cross. Caution for debris.
See it right there in the middle of the racetrack. So,
but you can't pass now. Biffle can't go by now. The caution flag's out.
Who's that hit it? Jeff Green hit the debris.
Can you serve your penalty now into the yellow?
And yeah, you serve the penalty under the yellow, but here's also the question. Where was Matt Kenseth in relation to Stewart when the caution was called for and the field was frozen? I think he's going to be called in front of Stewart and get one of those laps back.
I think you're right.
Wow. Meantime, here's the 9th yellow flag. These have been kind of eventful, these restarts, haven't they?
Yeah.
And you're right, they have given Matt Kenseth, the 17 car, a lap back, so now he's going to be 2 down.
Dale Jarrett's your lucky dog. Put him back on the lead lap.
Well,
plenty of time to get to the front.
And Tony Stewart will come in and pit lane is open.
Now, if everybody else pits, we're going to have to figure out this Stewart penalty thing, too.
It looks like they're all pitting.
Exactly, because so far he hasn't been penalized or anything.
Bobby Labonte stays out. Newman stays out. Gordon stays out. Where's Kurt Busch? Junior stays out. I think Kurt's coming in.
Yeah, Kurt Busch is in.
And Jimmy Johnson's coming in. Now this is going to make things interesting.
This is going to get interesting.
All these guys have to stop once again. They can make it. They cannot make it from here the rest of the way.
Bold call by Robbie Loomis, though, to leave Jeff Gordon out there.
Yes, it was. Marty.
And Vinny, the 16 car, Greg Biffle, can definitely make it on one more stop. Greg does not want any changes to the chassis. They call that triple Indy, that trick pit stop again. They're going to have the gas man help pull the tire to make this stop faster for the 16, Bill.
Watching the 48 of Jimmy Johnson getting fuel only. They'll top off with fuel and then send him out. The 97 will be here for a while. Kurt Busch is complaining about the same problem with the right front that they had last time. They changed right side tires. The right front is from the 2 car of Rusty Wallace, not from the set the 97 started with. Waiting on fuel. They told him we will wait on fuel. They were going to check the wheels, then they sent him back out. Now they will look at that right front again.
And you know what, Bill? When something like that happens to a driver, you start feeling every little vibration and every little thing wrong with that race car now, anticipating that it's going to happen again or something else is going to happen.
My question is he having trouble getting fuel in the car? They changed 4 tires. Why would they be waiting on fuel?
I'll bet Bill will follow up on that. We'll come back and reset it for you in a minute. You're watching NASCAR on NBC. We have identified the debris.
Yeah, there's so much force of air coming off these cars that it blows the light cover off the light.
Wow. When it hit that 31 car, it jumped up in the air, didn't it?
It's like a sun shield over the top of the caution lights.
Oh, wow. It's just a piece of tin, but certainly it would cut a tire.
That's what it looks like.
And that one hasn't broken off yet.
But it might.
That's at the start-finish line.
So Jeff Gordon's team decides to leave him on track under this caution flag. He's one of 13 who didn't pit. Let's hear from his crew chief.
Robbie Loomis, did you keep Jeff out to put him in a better position to possibly lead the lap, those 5 bonus points?
Yeah, we need those 5 points. We came to win that championship, and that's our best shot for the DuPont Chevrolet. We're hoping to get about 20, 25 laps of racing. Hopefully maybe a caution will come out, and we'll be sitting pretty.
That decision, guys, moved him from 11th to 4th in scoring.
Yeah, and especially the lead in the points. Yep.
Wow. Hey, you got Jimmy Johnson's now running 14th in the race, and Kurt Busch is running 24th.
All this is not going to shake down until the last lap.
It changes every 10 minutes.
Racing now at 90 laps to go. Bobby Labonte is now the leader. Tony Stewart.
We got a bobble on the restart here in the straightaway.
Jimmy Johnson ducking to the inside. He's the bottom car in that 4 wide right there.
Big time. Somebody either missed a shift or whatever, and everybody went to avoid and almost a wreck. This 41 car Casey Mears trying to get underneath Bobby Labonte.
Somebody's going to get their heart broken on one of these restarts, because sooner or later one of these championship contenders is going to get caught up in some of this mess.
And these cars are starting to drive down in turn 1, like you talked about yesterday, Wally. Sun is going to be a problem here pretty soon.
Yeah, this is yesterday at this time. Now, it's a little bit cloudier right now than it was yesterday, but actually there would be a guy on the right side of me going into the corner, and I could not see that car for at least 1 second. That's how bad the glare was going down into turn 1.
For 12th place, Mark Martin on Martin Truex.
And watch this as Mark goes down the straightaway into turn 1. Glare's not too bad right now. It doesn't look like, Wally.
It's a lot worse from inside that car looking through the windshield, I bet. Dirty windshield. We can clean our cameras. Marty.
Fuel only on the stop for Mark Martin. He said, you know what, I'm just getting frustrated because we can't run long enough to tell if our car's good or not. So I can't tell you what to change when we do stop because we haven't had that many green flag laps.
Yeah, Marty, these guys have to start getting busy. I mean, I know they're trying to do everything they can to get through traffic, but with all these yellows, they're just losing every green lap of opportunity. There's a shot right there. See how bad that glare is?
You're right. Inside the car, it is better. And it's worse, I should say.
Yeah, and you got a dirty windshield. It's really, really tough right now. But as Marty was saying, you got to get some green laps. I mean, man, every time there's a yellow, you can't race anybody.
It's Mark is running night. Yeah, we had green at lap 131, caution at 148. Green at 151, caution at 157. Green at 160, caution at 164. Green at 170, caution at 174.
Now look at this.
Carl Edwards goes up the hill. Jimmy Johnson makes a 3 wide off the corner. Wow, that is a great race car to be able to do that.
Yep.
Talking about the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. Man, that's smooth. That is smooth.
Let's see, that's going to pick Jimmy up 2 spots in that one move, so put him up to 10th now.
Every car you go by, that's 5. That's 5. More points.
And Kurt Busch is back in 18th right now. So there it is with 85 laps to go. For the race lead, here comes Newman.
Newman get the spot. Matt, what is Bobby Labonte saying about his car right now?
Bobby's pretty happy with the car, and you heard him in our Discover Card countdown to green. As the 12 tries on the inside, he has not won a race since this event 1 year ago. So desperately wants to end this season on a positive note. Give this team, morale-wise, a high note going into the off-season. He won the season finale bill in 96, 97, and 03.
Well, Matt, checking out the 12 car of Ryan Newman, your race leader. He's had a problem with the handling. It's been loose, and he says he really can't drive that race car loose. He also thought he had a vibration in the brake system. That doesn't seem to be bothering him right now. The car has got neutral. It's gotten better. The thing about Ryan is he's very determined. He's talked over with Matt Borland about the tire wear. Matt said everything looks even, so if that 12 car gets out front, look out. He's tough to catch up there.
Well, he's got the lead now. We'll see if anybody can catch him. Ryan Newman looking for his 3rd win of this season. Started today in 7th place in the championship standings. I think I mentioned this before. He can finish as high as 6th or as low as 9th.
And these guys are up in clean air. You always hear them talking about clean air. There's no traffic around them, and that's where you're going to get your best lap times right now when you don't have anybody you have to deal with.
We better do this quick. Alan, please, cue the duck. Let's get that out of the way.
Sir, our Aflac NASCAR XL Cup trivia question for the final time this year. The last driver to win the season-ending race in consecutive years. Oh, come on. Matt just gave you the answer.
Tony Stewart.
No.
Bobby Labonte.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
I knew he was talking about one of those guys.
96 and 97. There you go.
Are we going to have tests next year, too?
I can arrange that. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Mark Martin racing for 6th and 7th place.
Mark looks like his car is a little bit better right now than Dale Jr.'s as he takes a little line through turn 4. Jr.'s going to racing hard going into one. There's that sunspot. Mark says, man, I can't see you, Junior.
If I hit you, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Guys racing.
Pull it off. There he goes.
4th place in the championship right now. Not that that's anything disrespectful or to discredit.
We got a car on the wall up in 4. Casey Meir.
No caution.
Yep.
No caution.
Yeah, he slammed the wall pretty good, but continues on.
And you see Tony Stewart coming by them.
Right front flat tire right now for the 41.
I just want to mention that Tony Stewart served his penalty under the caution, then came back in and pitted, and he went back to 25th place, and he's trying to move up.
And he's been making some great passes. I've been watching him with one eye, and he has been making some great moves out there.
Jimmy Johnson now. We watch him as he runs in 8th place. Restarted in 14th after getting fuel only on the caution. Another one off the pace up there.
Yeah, it looks like Jeff Burton's got trouble too.
Race a few laps, get a few more flat tires.
Everybody's keeping it on the wall. Yeah, maybe not.
He had damage in that crash on lap 3 or something, and now he's trying to tear up the pieces. And here's a guy that is just flying. This 2-car of Rusty Wallace. He's gone by Gordon. He's now gone by Labonte into the 2nd position.
Caution. Debris on the track from Jeff Burton's car, we believe.
Wow, yeah, like a big piece of tire.
Now
you can see why those tires pick up metal objects. When they're laying on the track and they're smoking and they're hot.
Now, how about this? 77 laps to go.
Oh, splash and go for the end if you think it would go green that long, but I don't know.
See, they can't run 77 laps green flag, but they can run about 65 laps of green. Now, if they run 15 laps of caution, they'll be okay.
Let's play strategy here too. Jeff Gordon stayed out last caution. Does he come in? Jimmy Johnson went in last caution. Does he stay out? How many laps have we run since that last yellow? 177 to 192. 15.
I don't think I'd come in if I was the leader. Yeah,
guys are there. They're on the wall, but sometimes that's.
Yeah, but they didn't take 4 earlier, did they?
No, they didn't stop the last time.
Yeah, so they have to come in.
And on the caution before that, he did take 4.
48 guys. They're getting ready to pit. If Chad says pit,
maybe they all come in.
It looks like they're all.
Mark Martin's not going to come in though.
Full left side. 4 tires. Full left side.
You're right. Mark Martin stays out. Kurt Busch comes in. Johnson, Gordon, Jr. Wow.
Mark needs them 5 points.
He needs the 5 points, but he can't make it from here. He cannot make it on fuel the rest of the way. And these cars, I don't think, can make it the rest of the way. So we'll see. Just another wrinkle for the end of this thing. Marty.
Well, in Rusty Wallace's case, Alan, they're about 15 laps short from being able to make it all the way. Rusty says the car is good. Maybe we ought to consider just 2 tires here because that clean air made all the difference in the world. They're going to go with 4, though. A windshield tear-off for Rusty Wallace and no chassis changes to the 2-car. Dave?
Dale Earnhardt Jr. cannot make it from here either. He's going to make a wedge adjustment, true as that is. The car really, really loose getting in. They had to pit. Matt?
Jeff Gordon says, you gotta fix my center of the corner tightness. That's where I'm really losing time. 4 tire change for Jeff Gordon. Bill?
Jimmy Johnson, 4 tires on his way. Races the 24 off of pit road, followed by the 8. Now on his way, Kurt Busch. He got 4 tires. Really wanted him again to take a look at that right front. That wasn't one of their best stops right there.
You know, he's complaining about that right front, but don't forget, Bill, he drove that thing in with no wheel on it. So there may be something that's either bent or damaged up there because of that wheel coming off.
And when they take that wheel off, they immediately go to look at the inside of it. to see if they can tell what's causing the trouble. They're talking to the crew chief right now. Continue to look at the inside of that right front wheel here on the pit wall.
And when he drove that car down pit road on the brake rotor, he might have knocked a chip out of the rotor, which would throw that whole assembly out of balance.
So he's feeling something, I think, because of that wheel coming off and him having to come all the way down pit road with no wheel on the car.
Yeah, Bill talked about that not being Kurt Busch's best pit stop. It wasn't Jeff Gordon's team's best pit stop either, because Jimmy Johnson got out ahead of him and a couple other guys he was running ahead of on the racetrack when he came in. Mark Martin did not pit. Rusty Wallace got just right side tires. How's that going to play out in this next stretch of the race?